Hi students, welcome to SFS-KMM online classes. This is your Vijay sir teaching social studies 8th class. My dear children, in the last classes we have covered many things. So today topic is shelter. What is that? Shelter, clothing and crafts. The Eskimo word igloo means shelter. According to Eskimos language, their shelter name is called igloo. Okay, igloo means it can refer to any kind of house, not really the dome shaped snow houses that many people associated with the word. My dear children, here the shape, whatever it may be, not only in the dome shape, maybe in the different shapes, but the houses should cover with snow. Okay, so the houses which are covered with snow, we can call it as a igloo. Okay, according to igloo language, the word igloo means shelter. In your examination also they may ask some questions. The word igloo means dash, that means shelter. So you can say the shelter name of igloos, we can call it as igloo. Okay, the shelter name of Eskimos is called as igloo. So igloo, the house or shelter, it may be in different shapes. You can also see in the picture it is a dome shaped house which was covered with snow. Okay, so some places they have different shape, but the house should cover with snow. We can say it as igloo. In summer season, most of the Eskimos live in tents made of animal skins. So they can live in summer. Most of the Eskimos live in tents which were made up of animal skins. In western Alaska, if you see western Alaska, the Eskimos have very large winter tents are made up of placing heavy walrus skins over wood frames. So in western side, if you see, that means western place of Alaska, if you observe, most of the Eskimos are having very large winter tents, okay, which are placing heavy walrus skins, okay, walrus skins over wood frames. So they covered this house with walrus skins, animals skins and wood frames. So we can see this kind of houses in western Alaska. On the northern coast of Alaska, dome shaped houses are built of logs and whale ribs. You can also find out here. So dome shaped, it is also in the dome shape, but that houses were covered or built with logs and whale ribs. Whales, you know whales. Okay, so whale ribs. So they covered this kind of houses. Okay, different shapes are there, different materials they are using, but ultimately their goal is to cover the animal skins, to cover the snow. Okay, and according to their places, according to their situation, so they are constructing their houses. The dome is raised over a depression in the ground and is covered with frozen tuff. Okay, in Greenland, houses are built of stone slabs. So here you can see it is maximum covered with stone. Okay, logs, stones, or sometimes they use stones also. Okay, so in Greenland area, if you observe, the houses were built with stone slabs. In other side, if you see, so here Eskimos covered with igloos, that means their shelters covered with ice, snow. Okay, so according to their area and climatic conditions, depends upon their availability of resources, so they constructed different types of houses, okay, for their living purpose. Snow houses are used only in the eastern and central regions. So where these snow houses we can find out, so these snow houses we can find out only in the eastern part and central region parts of this Eskimos areas. Okay, So this Arctic region, if you find out these snow houses, that means igloos, we can find out in eastern and central region parts only. They are made from blocks of packed snow built into a dome. So here I will show you this. You can see it is look like a the snow patches. You can see the snow packed, that means blocks of packed snow. It is look like a what you call bricks. In our area we can also see a white color bricks look like that, right? Same way here also they used these blocks of packed ice to build into a dome shaped houses. Small snow houses with short tunnel entrance are used while traveling. So here they can also use a small entrance is there for the traveling, right? Okay, so from that small tunnel route way they'll go and come outside with that, and they used small tunnel in order to reduce the what you call winds from the outside. So it is also one of the benefit for them to cover this house. Larger snow houses are used as winter residence. Long tunnel entrances provided storage space in these larger homes. So large tunnels they will arrange in order to place and in order to store their food items, in order to store their other house what do you call eatable items also they'll store in these places. The entrance tunnel opens into the house below the floor level. Okay, so this tunnel and the entrance tunnel is useful for them to open the house into the below the floor level. Okay, inside there may be so many what do you call rooms will be there, there may be spacious rooms will be there to live there. So this entrance or opening tunnel, entrance tunnel, it gives the opening into the house and below the floor level. In the rear half of the house and on both sides of the door there are snow benches about 1 meter high. Okay, so inside there are many arrangements are there for them to live safely and in order to sit there on the benches. So in our houses we can see benches, chairs will be there in our houses, sofa sets will be there, but it is not possible for them to place all these things. So what they can do in the rear half of the house, okay, that means backside, inside, internally backside of the house, that means inside backside. Okay, and that one corner of the house, so on both sides of the door, okay, both sides of the door there are snow benches about 1 meter high. Okay, snow benches they arranged and the rear bench is covered with animal skins and is used for sleeping. Okay, so that benches are covered with animal skin. So what will happen if they covered animal skins? So they can reduce the winds of the ice, at the same time they can easily sleep on that benches. Okay, it is very useful for them to sit. Okay, you can also see here the logs. Okay, the snow what do you call snow benches, they how they arranged, it is covered with animal skin. The side benches support racks for drying clothes, food supplies and sea oil lamps that provide light and heat sometimes. Okay, see here the side benches support rocks. The side benches, okay, what it supports racks for drying clothes. Okay, so in order to keep their clothes and food items and seal oil lamps also it gives and it supplies some racks, so there they can keep all these items. Sometimes two large snow houses are joined together by tunnels. Okay, so sometimes they use to join the tunnels together, so they use this kind of snow benches. Okay, two large snow houses are joined together so by tunnel, so they use this kind of items. Some snow houses are lined with seal skins that are sewed together and suspended from the top of the dome. So some snow houses you can find the lined with seal skins. Okay, it is covered with seal skins that are sewed together and suspended from the top of the dome. So even dome also they covered with these seal skins in order to avoid the cool temperatures into the inside house. Okay, so these seal skins are basically it is giving warm temperature, and for that reason only they are easy to live inside the houses. And some houses they covered with the entire dome also they covered with seal skins and suspended from the top of the dome also, so that they can easy to live in order to avoid this cool inside cool temperatures. Okay, here so you can also find out the people, Eskimos people. So we can call them as Inuit people from Alaska, taken in 1912. Okay, so these are Inuit family. Okay, basically we have three kinds of Eskimos are there, Eskimo families are there. In the last class we discussed. Okay, three kinds of families are there. So this is the family of Inuit. Okay, Unit, Yupik, Alit. So three kinds of people are there, three kinds of languages they have. Okay, already we learned in the earlier classes. So this is the family of Inuit. Okay, here how their clothing and crafts. The Eskimos wear boots called muklaks, trousers and hooded jackets are called parkas. All are made of animal skins. My dear children, you can also find out in the picture their shoes. Okay, boots. Eskimos boots are called as muklaks. In many times bits also came. Eskimos wear boots are called as muklaks. Their trousers and hooded jackets, okay, are called as parkas. What do you call? All these are called as parkas. So these parkas all are made up of animal skins. There are different differences in details of clothing for men and women. Here men's clothing is different, women's clothing is different. The man's parka has long flaps in front and behind. So man has parka, it is having flaps. Okay, both front and behind side also flaps will be there. They can easily open the what you call trousers and easily they can wear it. That is called long flaps are there from for front and back side. In winter the Eskimos wear 2 layers of clothing. So in winter season, because in winter season too much cold will be there, that is called terrific climatic conditions will be there. So for that reason the Eskimos wear 2 layers of 2 sets. So you can say 2 sets or 2 layers of clothing. Caribou fawn skin is preferred in winter because it is soft and warm. So in order to control the climatic chill conditions, cold conditions, so they'll wear the clothes which are made up of caribou fawn skin. Caribou already you have seen in the last class. Okay, so that skin is also useful for in winter season. So for that, why they are using this skin? Because it is basically it is a soft and warm. For that reason they used this caribou fawn skin in order to make the clothes in winter season. So coastal groups, okay, preferred seal skin in late spring and summer. So coastal group means the people which are very close to seas and oceans. So that Eskimos are usually they used to wear clothes which are made up of seal skins. Okay, seal skins in spring and summer seasons. It has the advantage of being waterproof, but it has the disadvantage of being very stiff. So what is the disadvantage here? The seal skin is basically it is very stiff. It cannot fold easily. It is not soft, but it is waterproof. That is what they use this spring in summer seasons only. So here that is the disadvantage, it won't fold. Okay, it is look like a rough and what you call stiff clothing will be there, it won't bend, it is not a soft one. So for that reason they use this clothing only in spring and summer seasons. Okay, clothing is often embroidered and has decorative fringes. Okay, so here their clothes also you can find out in the picture, the edges of their clothes are completely covered with different decorations. Okay, and stones also they use sometimes rich stones. Okay, maybe girl students they may know, they sometimes our mothers and our sisters also they'll stitch stone work on their saris. In the same way here Eskimos also they'll decorate their clothes with decorative fringes. Okay, cutouts of different colored animal skins are pieced together to form patterns on parkas. So sometimes they may use different types of what you call colored animal skins on their parkas, so that it gives more look and more attractive for them. Okay, the Eskimos decorate tools and objectives of everyday use. So what they can do, other things, their crafts, you can also see this angle is crafts. The Eskimos decorate the tools and objectives of everyday use, what everyday they are using. So that pictures only they'll draw on the tools and objectives. Such decoration makes people possessions very personal. Okay, so you can also see this kind of decoration gives them that is one kind of encouragement and also one kind of tradition they are following from the long back. Bone, ivory, wood and soft stone are called soapstone, are used to make small figures of people and animals as well as weapons and tools. So on that what do you call trousers, what they are using clothes, so on the clothes they may sometimes they may draw bone, ivory, wood and soft stones. Okay, soapstone also they use in order to make the figures of people, animals, sometimes they'll draw figures, sometimes they may draw people, and also weapons, tools, what they are using, simply they'll draw on the clothes, so that it is also very what do you call carrying tradition and what they are using daily life, they may possession. Okay, they may possession very personally on that clothes, so that they feel that it is a tradition to follow and it is very attractive for them. Tools are carefully carved to fit the hand of the user. In the Pacific and far western areas, the masks are made up of carved wood, printed and decorated with feathers and animal skins. So in Pacific you can, or far western areas, you can see the masks are made up of carved wood, okay, painted and decorated with feathers and animal skins. They may sometimes they may cover their face with the masks. Okay, that masks are made up of carved wood and painted. That paint also will be there in the on the mask. What the paints will be there, and they decorated with feathers. Okay, you know feathers. So that feathers also they use on that mask, and animal skins also they'll cover on the mask, so that this kind of what you call masks used by the Eskimos were in Pacific and far western areas. So likewise different types of Eskimos according to their climatic conditions, geographical areas, physical conditions, so they may construct different houses with different available resources, and their lifestyle also somewhat different from one to another, and so that what the available resources are there, based on that their lifestyle is going on. Okay, so this is very very important topic, shelter, clothing and crafts. In the next class we'll see remaining parts, that is religious beliefs, contacts with outside world, 2 topics are there. Maybe next part will cover all these things. So my dear children, what is your duty? That is, you have to note down all the questions. Okay, note down all the bits whatever you have in the textbook. Okay, basically you have to frame the bits first. If you make the bits by yourself, that will remain in your brain for a long time. Okay, if you copy the bits from your material or whatever you have, that will stay for some time only. So what I am telling, in the last session also, many students not came for correction. Okay, that is not good. And also most of the students are not watching our classes. Then how will you get good marks? In the next examination, SA1 will be there in the next month, maybe around March 5th or 6th. Okay, that dates are not declared. Maybe March 5th or 6th, SA1 you have. So all of you get ready for that. Maybe first lesson to 5th lesson. Next lesson also we are going to complete. So 1 to 5 lessons you have for SA1. So be careful. Read everything day by day and finish your work as soon as possible. Okay, take care. Until then, bye bye.